In the wake of U.S. airstrikes on Iran, Democrats are sharpening their arguments against Trump's foreign policy. There's been some people arguing that if Kamala Harris had won the 2024 election, the attack on Iran would never have happened. And I gotta disagree. Listen to what Hillary Clinton had to say in 2008.
Well, the question was, if Iran were to launch a nuclear attack on Israel, what would our response be? And I want the Iranians to know that if I'm the president, we will attack Iran. Whatever stage of development they might be in their nuclear weapons program in the next 10 years, during which they might foolishly consider launching an attack on Israel, we would be able to totally obliterate them. That's a terrible thing to say, but those people who run Iran need to understand that, because that perhaps will deter them from doing something that would be reckless, foolish, and tragic.
Threatening to obliterate a country sounds a lot like Trump, doesn't it? Listen to what Obama had to say in 2012.
First of all, Israel is a true friend. It is our greatest ally in the region. And if Israel is attacked, America will stand with Israel. As long as I'm president of the United States, Iran will not get a nuclear weapon. I made that clear when I came into office. It's to get Iran to recognize it needs to give up its nuclear program and abide by the UN resolutions and we are going to continue to keep the pressure on to make sure that they do not get a nuclear weapon. That's in America's national interest, and that will be the case so long as I'm president.
Sounds a lot like Netanyahu, who has been arguing since the mid-90s that Iran is only months away from acquiring nuclear weapons. But check out what Kamala Harris had to say in October.
Which foreign country do you consider to be our greatest adversary?
I think there's an obvious one in mind, which is Iran. Iran has American blood on their hands, okay? This attack on Israel, 200 ballistic missiles. What we need to do to ensure that Iran never achieves the ability to be a nuclear power, that is one of my highest priorities.
So if you have proof that Iran is building a nuclear weapon, would you take military action?
I'm not going to talk about hypotheticals at this moment.
No hypotheticals? It's a presidential campaign. The entire thing is hypothetical. It sounds like she just didn't want to be recorded saying yes. And if you listen to establishment Democrats' criticism of Trump on Iran, you'll notice that their gripe is less that he attacked Iran, but more of how he did it, keeping them in the dark, and to quote Chuck Schumer for having a lack of preparation, strategy, and clearly defined objectives. Now, to be fair, they aren't wrong. Trump's attack on Iran can best be described as a clown circus. But it's important to remember that whether it be Republicans or Democrats, good cop or bad cop, they both are serving the same oligarchs and they both are serving the same military-industrial complex. After all, genocide wasn't a red line for them, and this all could have been avoided if they had simply issued an arms embargo. Don't let them fool you into accepting the status quo. We deserve better. Solidarity.